Oh yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in, welcome aboard the Classic Tetris League. This is season 23 with our season kickoff show for Division 1. We're gonna start with Rahmations and Allenbot for our first match today. We've got a lot of new stuff. First of all, the music you're listening to, White Bat. I've been listening to this for like the last hour, and it's just kind of like killer synthwave. It's really awesome stuff. Definitely check it out on YouTube or Spotify or wherever you get your stuff. Carl Casey is the name of the artist. Second of all, in addition to the choice for same piece sets, this season in Division 1, players are going to get the option to agree to a level 19 start. We'll see if we see any of that tonight. And third, probably the biggest one, I think. We're using Tetris champs now, which means maybe some technical issues will arise. I hope not. I hope everything goes smoothly. I'm actually watching their games right now. Everything seems to be going pretty good. Pretty happy with what I'm seeing. And it just looks amazing. Let's just go right to it, shall we? We have it ready from both players, so here we go. Game number 1 between Rahmations and Alenbot in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we are underway. I love that they got the avatars in the top half of the board. That's something that I was thinking of doing for like my personal scene. And we see it here. Bang Tetris for Allenbot, get things going. Ampu says, I forgot how NTC worked. Works like this. Unfortunately, it does not work like Rahmations board. Rahmations board needs some love and attention. Otherwise, it's going to be fast game 1. But he opens up the right side, looking for a long bar. Going to be able... Ooh, he does not skim with that triple. But will get the long bar. Bang, Tetris Rahmations into the lead. 31,000 points, 27 for Allen. Another Tetris, and we see a lot of things that are very interesting, such as the Tetris rates at the top. 44% versus 47% to start the game. Not a fan of the avatars in the background, but I am probably in the minority there. It's different. I feel like people get used to it over time. Tetris for both players. Or maybe people get sick of it and we get rid of it. I don't know. This is new. That's the nice thing about new stuff, is that we get to learn what people like and what people don't like. Allen gonna have to get an L or a J. That square means it has to be a J. Oh, he turns it back into an LJ dependency, and bang Tetris for Allenbot. Very close game here in the early stages. Another Tetris for Rahmations, as it's within a 1 Tetris game. I think I'd like it way more if there wasn't a random black space at the top. Yeah, that's true. Like maybe some feedback for Yobi there is to just bump those up to the top row. Allen unable to perform the proper spin there, so he's going to play 1 row up for a bit. We'll score another Tetris there. Rahmations ahead by about 2.5 Tetrises. You can turn NTC source down. I don't even hear it. That's unfortunate that I don't hear it. But I did turn it down for you. It should be about the same as the music now. And there you go. Bang Tetris for Allen. Yeah, I didn't even know it was doing that. Like, I heard 1 Tetris earlier. It's like, oh, what did I do? But I had a browser window open. I thought that's what it was. 3+ Tetris lead for Rahmations here as Allenbot survives an 18 drought there. Another Tetris for Allen. Bang Tetris for Rahmations. Yeah, that's a fun part, is that like all this is new, right? Doing Tetris champs for the first time. seems to be going fairly smooth so far for game number 1, as Allenbot trying to get back into this, down by 61,000 points. And back by 3 lines as well, so has a little bit of runway, but not much. Speaking of runway, are we going to see those runways come up? The Tetris for Allen. Allen has closed the gap to just under 2 Tetrises as Rahmations board. A little complex here. So he's looking for a couple of tucks for sure. Maybe a spin with that T. He's a long bar and does get it. Allen is within a Tetris as we have passed the good old Joey Parker turn. Tetris for Rahmations. Another one for Allen. I just now noticed that Allen's line and level count were a little off there. They're fine now. But it was saying level 25 for a second. I'm like, what? No. Rahmations with another Tetris here. Allen actually has a pace lead now, despite being down by 1.5 Tetrises. Meaning if he uses his remaining lines to catch up to Rahmations as Tetrises, then should be fine. Another Tetris for Allen at 119 lines. We should be hitting transition shortly. Yeah, I think Allen's capture's a little off. That's 513, not 613. That may even be 535. Another Tetris for Rahmations. He'll transition at 529. There's Tetris for Allen. Bang Tetris Allen going into transition at 583. Another Tetris to hit 610. So Allen in the lead here by over a Tetris. Yeah, is that something we will need to have Allen do in between matches to just recalibrate to hopefully get the score correct? Another Tetris for Allen. Allen ahead by 29,000 points here. Both boards looking very good, very solid. Problem is that there's a drought forming for Rahmations. Got 19-20 piece drought and counting. Finally gets a long bar, but it's not good for a Tetris. It's just good to try to keep this board alive. Getting up fairly high on the stack. Just not getting the right pieces to bring this down is adding more holes to the stack. This is giving Alenbot the opportunity to take a pretty big lead here. 2.6 Tetrises according to Restreamed. It's about a 10-line difference in terms of score. And what's worse about that is Allen has more lines to work with too. Bang Tetris for Rahmations hitting 706. Allen getting very high there, but does get the long bar over for the Tetris. We'll burn a triple away to make sure that doesn't happen again. And we'll score another Tetris to go to 820. 738 for Rahmations. Another Tetris go to 770 and 803 now. As we're starting to get into the late stages of the post-19 era. Alenbot has no Tetris sounds, so yeah. Probably not anything I can do anything about. Allen having to cover the well is going to have to burn quite a few lines here. This is going to give Rahmations the opportunity to get back into this before 29. But Rahmations board, not all that great either. Longbar is not going to score a Tetris there. And we just need to get the stack ready for 29 at this point. 5 more lines for Rahmations. Allen's still got 15. And Allen is thinking max out. But he needs a long bar now. Oh, he gets pretty lucky there. And opens up the right side, gets the long bar. Bang Tetris for the max. 1 million points for Allen. And we'll go into 29 at 1.04. 930 for Rahmations. And level 30. Oh, Alan's going to hang a 5-tap, but he gets another one over. And another one. So Alan, brink of disaster there. Brings it back. Still alive. He's up by 100,000 points. Centerwell triple for Rahmations. Needs to fill in that long bar dependency. The 4-tap goes for a Tetris. Still about 2 Tetrises back. Now 2.5. Oh, Alan kind of hangs a long bar there. Wow, that was an aggressive use of that long bar. He scores the Tetris, go to 1.17. Another Tetris. Alan is just raining down Tetrises right now. Almost a 4 Tetris lead. There's a Tetris for Rahmations. And again, dropping the lead to under 100,000 points. At this stage, that's only 2.5 Tetrises. But this board is getting out of control for Rahmations. Can he bring this down? No, he's not going to be able to get the L over. Rahmations will top out at 1.1. And at 1.2, Alan will take game number 1. Katsugiri is saying Alan when he actually plays more than 4 times a month. Both players ready. Here we go. Game number 2. Alenbot ahead. 1-0. We'll count him down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We are underway with game number 2. Also, perhaps the recalibration might also bring back Alan's Tetris sound. It's in column 4 for Rahmations, but the long bar doesn't come, so we're going to have to use some other alternative tucking. I did see a 5 in Alan's score there, so it does appear to be working. Ooh, bit of a misdrop there on the S for Rahmations. Going to get a Tetris, and then we'll have to work around that issue in column 4. Ooh, another misdrop. Big head shake there for Rahmations. Hopefully be able to get things righted, but currently is giving up a 2 Tetris lead over to Allenbot. Oh yeah, you see that number. Nestor's Champs couldn't figure out if it was a 95 or 96, so it just kept going back and forth between the two. We'll be able to figure it out, I'm not worried. Bang Tetris for Rahmations. Got himself back to within a Tetris for the moment, but Alenbot, when he's even in lines, is ahead by 36,000 points. Another Tetris for Rahmations. Alenbot will score one there as well. Possibly left well set up here for Alan. No, Alan says no. I feel like even I might have gone for that right well. That's going to slow him down a little bit, and that's given Rahmations the opportunity that he needs to bring this to within a Tetris. Bang Tetris. 195 for Alan, 176 for Rahmations. Oh dear. People think I sound like everyone these days. Alright, so Rahmations has taken over the lead for the moment. We'll score another Tetris. Not quite the pace lead, though. But Alenbot is trying to force this column 3. Has it set up, just needs a long bar. Just not able to find one, so give away some pace. Has a T-spin setup. Oh, this looks like a modern stack if I've ever seen one. We're in a bit of a drought here. 18-piece drought. Both players getting the long bar within a piece of each other. And that's kind of messed up both their boards. The scoring has been on hold. since that drought formed. And just in time, there's another one. That's longer than the previous one. Both players going through it. They're piece for piece at the moment, so they'll finally get it after about 20-some pieces. And Rahmations will score a Tetris, but has more cleaning to do after that. The problem is Allen hasn't scored at all yet, since these droughts started happening. He needs a long bar here. Oh, he gets a misdrop instead. And yet another drought coming in. This is a dry game. Bang Tetris for Allen to get within a Tetris of Rahmations. And Allen will now dig this down at least to row 2. And looking to build from row 2 here. Bang, dirty Tetris for Rahmations. That was row 5. So Rahmations with more than Tetris lead. He'll score another one on the same row. And now it's going to try for a column 5 Tetris. No, he is not. He's just going to clean it up. So Rahmations has up the lead about a Tetris and a half. As we've passed the turn, we're within 25 lines of the transition. Bang Tetris for both players. And another one. Rahmations looking to take this lead in transition. Allen doing that last bit of cleaning that he needed to do before level 19. That'll cost him another Tetris of pace, though, as it's now a 57,000 point lead. 2.5 Tetrises in favor of Rahmations. And bang Tetris for Allen. Oh, Allen not liking what he's seeing here. I'm sure these squares are destroying him right now. Only I'm going to be able to take a double, and it's going to be dirty going into level 19, but he's going to embrace the dirt. Rahmations look for a long bar, too. He's going to go into transition with a dirty Tetris. 463 for Rahmations, 426 for Allen. About a Tetris and a half lead for Rahmations. Another Tetris for both players. Ooh, bit of an early shift on that T for Allen. That's going to set him back a bit. Gonna need to find a way to dig this down. Rahmations set up for a Tetris. There's a long bar. Bang Tetris for Rahmations. 545. Playing 462. As Allen's still in big mode and just getting more squares when he doesn't need them. The Tetris for Rahmations is putting this up to a 130,000 point lead. And that slowdown for Allen is going to be costly. Bang Tetris for Rahmations. There's one for Allen. Another Tetris for Rahmations, 155,000 point lead. Allen is going to... Oh! Misdrop on the J there. That's annoying. I was going to say, it's going to put the brakes on this lead getting bigger, but Rahmations in trouble here. Needs a long bar. Gonna get the long bar. Still needs more help. Alright, he opens up the right side and gets the long bar. Bang Tetris. Rahmations with a coughing fit's gonna misdrop another piece. You hate to see it. But Allen's been unable to take advantage of this. Oh, that's a misdrop for Allen. Should be fixable with a T here. Yes, he's got it. Possibly looking to set up dirty here. He knows he's down by quite a bit. And he's set up, but Longbar comes after he covers the well. There's a Longbar. Bang Tetris for Allen. Bit of an overhang for Rahmations. Going to have to try to dig this out. Rahmations lead dwindling a little bit, but still holds on to 127,000 point lead. We are in level 26, so it's getting pretty close to the end. Another long bar comes after Allen covers the well. Just getting the wrong pieces at the wrong time. He does open up that column 3 just for a moment. It's open again. There it is. Bang Tetris. 654 for Allen to 816 for Rahmations. As we're approaching level 29. Allen's going to have his work cut out for him this time, especially if he misdrops like that right before. He's going to get a Tetris over to the right. And then into level 29. Didn't get a chance to really fix that. So he's going to have to burn it down. Fortunately, he's doing just that. Rahmations getting pretty high. Covers the well. Needs a long bar in a bad way. Big 29-30 piece drought coming in. And that's going to do in Rahmations. 899. 140 is the score to beat. Allen, you need 900K. Oh, and a misdrop on the 5-tap. And the next one doesn't go over. Rahmations will hang on and take game number 2. Bit of a suffer game for both players there. You see those scores for level 30. This level, don't see that very often. All right, here we go. Game number 3. We're all tied up at 1. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. As I was putting these scenes together last night, I realized that in the lower left corner, you see the little Matcherino total down there. It said like $1,000 and something, and I'm like, wait, that's last season. Let me go look up this season, and I found it, and I'm like, oh, there's some contribution codes here. You know what I did? I claimed a code, and I put the first 25 cents into that prize pool that you see down in the lower left. You can contribute as well. Exclamation point Matcherino will bring you to the Matcherino page for Season 23. We still have plenty, over 40 contribution codes remaining. So if you know how to click a button, you can contribute a quarter to this prize pool as well. Let's get these players paid, shall we? There we go. We got the codes coming in. It looks like Cullen to me. Thank you very much. Big shout out to Yobi in chat. Welcome in, sir. Hope you're having a good day. And a big thanks for this amazing new interface for us. We're going through a couple of growing pains, obviously. For example, Alenbot's capture can't tell a 5 from a 6 right now. But we've been dealing with it. At least this last game, it was like the number was flickering. Like there, did you see it right there? Like 125, 126 for a second. But it fixed itself. But aside from that, I mean, this has been going very smooth. This is actually my first time using Nestris Champs. Actually, that's not true. I think I tried it once. When it first came out, like a Game Scout did a video on it. Ooh, bit of a misdrop for Allenbot. It's pretty low on the board, but Rahmations also getting pretty high. Needs to get that long bar over. It's only for a single. So this is going to be a bit of a scramble for Rahmations near the top of the board. That's a good long bar. That opens up the right side. That'll be very helpful. And bang, Tetris for Rahmations getting out of that jam. He's up by 2.5 Tetrises. They get 3.5 with that one. Another Tetris. Yeah, just kind of like winks in and out when it's misbehaving. Yeah, Yeehaw has been very instrumental. He's been kind of like your tech evangelist. Has been very helpful with getting people set up. It'll help me realizing I was using the wrong app for it. I was using Heroku rather than the .io address. So I got that resolved. Tetris for Rahmations. You'll notice that the font at the bottom is smaller. That's me. I did that in OBS. Because the names went off the edge of the screen. I'm like, well, that's probably not great. But I was able to fix that pretty good. Alan, uncomfortable series of pieces there, is going to have to pretty much play perfectly up to that blue piece. And he does so. Opening up the right side. There's the long bar. Bang Tetris. Trailing by 2.5 Tetrises here at 88 lines. Bang Tetris, 429 for Rahmations, 348. Now 371 for Alan. Another Tetris for Rahmations. We're approaching the turn. Rahmations will hit 475. Alan going to be behind at 417. So 2.5 Tetrises is the lead for Rahmations at 100 lines. We wait for the next long bar. You can see the difference in Tetris pace at the top. 80% for Rahmations, 67 for Alan. Contributing to that 2.5 Tetris lead. Lisa 420 asking, what is the difference between a regular Tetris and a Bang Tetris? The Bang Tetris has so much more hype behind it. You have no idea. Hashtag catchphrase. That's all it is. Bang Tetris for Alan. Another Tetris for Rahmations as we're approaching the level 19 transition. Just 11 lines away. Alan has pulled back about a Tetris of that lead. And with that hole in the stack, Rahmations going to lose a little more pace as well. Bang Tetris for Alan. Hold it within a Tetris. Another long bar. Bang Tetris for Alan, 567. And 582 for Rahmations on the level 19 transition. 559 for Alan. And here we go. Level 19. Bang Tetris for Alan. Another Tetris for Rahmations. 655 for Rahmations. 586 for Alan. Another Tetris for Rahmations. Alan getting one down the right side as well. Both players going to score there. Keeping the lead at around 70,000 points. The pace leads around that score that you see there, 43,000. When they're at the same amount of lines, they have the same amount of scoring potential. Alan really looking for a J here. Uses a long bar instead, so now needs an L or a J. And that just created all kinds of garbage that he's going to have to clear out here. Rahmations with a really good looking board, but no long bar to use on it. Finally gets one. Bang Tetris. And another one. 125,000 point lead, but only for a moment for Rahmations. Back to 120 plus thousand points. Another Tetris for Rahmations. Alan with a pair of Tetrises there. It goes to 856. Still within 93,000 points. Rahmations gonna score a Tetris there. Was looking a little desperate for a long bar for a second. Did end up getting one. Alan looking for a long bar now. Rahmations' board is, whoa, I just looked over there and I don't like what I see. Can I look away? Or do I really have to commentate on this? Oh my god. He's getting through it. Scary looking board for a second for Rahmations. A long bar would go a long way towards cleaning this up. 30 Tetris for Rahmations to get to 1.06. Alan with the max. He's at 1.03. We're in level 28. Second transition on its way. Is Rahmations going to be able to hold on long enough to start playing level 29? It looks like he will with the Tetris going into the 1.1. And ready for another one down the center if you get a long bar here, but there is a drought forming. 19-20 piece going even higher. Bang, Tetris for Rahmations. Allen down in the piece sequence. It's about to... Oh, I guess he already felt that drought. He is not down in the piece sequence. But he is down by about a Tetris here. It's actually less than a Tetris. Oh, Rahmations missing a 5-tap to the left. He'll have to get another one. And does not. He hangs a piece on the left. He's going to top out. The score to beat, 1.188. And with that Tetris, Allen will take game number 3. All right, Allen is ready here, so we're going to go ahead and get started with game number 4. Let's count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. What happened to the bottom third here? What's going on here? Oh, I see. I'm on the wrong scene. It's all good. Tetris for Allen. Was that not there the whole time? Did I just have it on the wrong scene the whole time? Because I didn't think I changed it. Whoops. Yeah, we're on a new system here, so things like this might happen. Thought it was a tech issue and just rolling with it. Yeah, me too. Because the scene that I see is the scene that you see. That's the one that I have blown up on my screen. And that's the one I thought everyone was seeing. And apparently that was not true. You know, the nice thing about this is that that can be edited in post. 1.5 Tetris lead for Mr. Allenbot over here. 36,000 points ahead of Rahmations here in the early going of Game 4. And also with a game in hand. Ahead 2-1. Also, if you check out our queue here, we do have another game after this. Curri going to be taking on Wallbant. Oh, Allen missing a spin there. That could cost a little bit of pace. And possibly give Rahmations a chance to take the lead here. So this looks like this is going to be a little painful for Allen. Doesn't miss the T-spin, though. That could be pretty critical, although he's putting all sorts of S's on top of that hole. Making room for that long bar. Saw it coming and allowed a long bar dependency to form. And now Allen is back into normal position, but finds himself down by 18,000 points as a drought's forming, at least on Rahmations' side. This is a long one, too. It's going to be... Rahmations going to get that long bar. We'll get another one. There's the Tetris for Allen as... I think the calibration has just given up. 315 for Rahmations, 296 for Allen. Another Tetris for Allen. Rahmations set up for Tetris, looking for a long bar. Here comes the short drought. And bang, Tetris for Rahmations. 40,000 point lead, another Tetris to pile onto that. Alan will score the Tetris as well. I don't know if there's a way to fix the drought counter. Players get up pretty high here. Alan will go ahead and start burning a couple of lines. Does finally get the long bar. Bang Tetris. Rahmations also scoring a Tetris in there. Pace-wise, this is neck and neck. You'll see at the turn, 437 for Rahmations. But Alan not going to be able to Tetris into it, so he's going to be down by a Tetris at the 100 line mark. Another Tetris for Rahmations. And another one there as well. Rahmations getting all the Tetrises right now. Alan setting up something at the bottom here. Is it a line spin? It is a line spin. It's not deathmatch, but I do appreciate the sentiment. Another Tetris for Alan. And through all that, we're about to hit the transition. 552 for Rahmations, 511 for Alan. Definitely been a bit of a calibration mishap for Alan, but like I said, we'll roll with it here. It's a new system. Not expecting it to be perfect, but to be good enough for us to be able to call these matches, and so far so good, I'd say, from there. I think Tetris for Alan going to go in at 581, but Rahmations already at 654 in level 20. So Alan playing a bit behind in the P sequence. Rahmations going to have to put the pressure on. Another Tetris for Alan. And Alan again with a Tetris. So within a Tetris, this is pace-wise neck and neck. Very close game between the two. Rahmations going to score a Tetris there. Score displays cracking up, yeah. Oh, the drought counter fixed itself. Cool. Rahmations board in all kinds of pain right now. That long bar did provide some relief, but there's going to have to be some digging in Rahmations' future. He is up by a good amount here, 93,000 points. But Alan's clean, is going to be able to score Tetrises and close this gap in short order. And another Tetris for Alan. Drought forming here. Both players going through it. 21 pieces. Alan is caught up in the piece sequence. Or has he? I don't know. No, he's down by 10 lines. There's no way. So did they just go through the same amount of drought at the same time just by chance? Because there were two of those droughts in a row? If so, rude game. I'm pretty sure that's 867,000 on Alan's side. Another Tetris for Alan to go to 900,000. Yes, indeed, I was correct on that. Give the computers a break. The 8 and the B look alike. But Rahmations actually does have a max out. 1.04 in level 28. And a 4+ Tetris lead. Means Alan's going to have a lot of work to do on 29 if he wants to take this one. Tetris for Rahmations to go to the 1.1. And there's level 29. Rahmations ready for a Tetris, but covers well quickly, but does get it open in time for the Tetris. 1.16. Allen with the max now, 1.02. And we'll go into level 29 at 1.06. So about 100,000 points behind. Bang Tetris for Allen. Rahmations getting high up on the board here. At least high for level 29. But we'll open up the right side. Does need to get Tetris ready first. Oh, this is dangerous. Gets the right piece. Needs a long bar. Oh, we're in a drought. And this drought's going to kill Rahmations, I think. 1.189 is the final. Is Allen... Does Allen have a 1.2 already? As if so, he's good. If not, keep playing until you do. Or keep playing anyway, because this is a pretty good game. Oh, hangs the 4-tap to the right. And won't get another one off. Oh, he does get another one off. Okay. If the score is what it reads, Rahmations wins game 4. Allen, what's your score? That's a D10? Or a D11? Or D18, D18. All right. Yeah, I didn't see him pass it. I was watching Rahmations' side. So that will be game 4 going over to Allen then. So because he has a 1.31, not a 1.11. So GG's. Rahmations going to take the set. I even set this scene up, which wasn't in Sunny's original thing. You can get to see the side of Allen's chair. There we go. Ah. All right. Let's go ahead and get set up for the next match. Thanks both for playing. Nice view of Allen's legs, yes. Up next, we have Curri and Wallbant. Stay tuned. Coming from somebody who has some projects that use GitHub Wiki, I would avoid GitHub Wiki. No one reads it. Another Tetris for Wallbant. Like it's not a bad wiki. It's just no one ever reads them. Even if you like send them to it, it's just like, yeah, what do I do with this? Another Tetris for Wallbant. Yeah, we got in the Overload community, we have like all kinds of wikis for the modding stuff. For like how to use audio taunts and all kinds of other cool stuff. No one ever reads it, even if you put a link in their face. Curri with a long bar dependency here. It's going to immediately close off the right well. And that will help buy some time to get the board back into a playable state. Bang Tetris for Curri. As we're approaching the level 19 transition, it's a 38,000 point lead for Wallbant, who is also back by 9 lines, so threatening a 600,000 transition, even with a lot of burns. It's another Tetris to go to 528. Curri at the 510. Wallbant will Tetris. Wallbant having to do a few burns here. Long bar dependent down the left side. Let's see if he... Nope, he's just going to opt to clean it out. Curri needs a long bar here. And that's a long drought. But does get the long bar. Bang Tetris into transition 543. Wallbant already has surpassed that and has 5 lines to go. But Wallbant's going to be entering that same drought. Unfortunately, we can't tell where his drought's at. That was a fairly hefty drought, too. Wallbant will transition at 582, followed by a Tetris to go to 607. Curri really wants a long bar here. Party down the middle for Curri. Set up for a second. Where is this long bar? There it is. Bang Tetris for Curri. Going for a third. Trying to keep the right side available. Ooh, that was a bit of a misdrop. And Curri's going to go ahead and just pause everything to take care of that. Easier said than done. This is getting very dicey. But Curri gonna bring this board down into a Tetris-ready state. There's the long bar. Bang! Tetris for Curri. Has the lead, but only by 1,700 points. This Wallbant's also running an odd well. This one's a left well. Can't seem to get the long bar either. There's a long bar finally. Bang! Tetris to take the lead, 728. He's back by 12 lines, too, so that lead is pretty real. Curri, it's got a normal-looking board again, but not good pieces for it. They have to do something to open this well yet again. It's a long bar. Goes the long bar dependent, but will get that long bar too, and now has the right side opened up. Wallbant extends the lead, 49,000 points. Bang Tetris for Curri, gonna start fighting into it. Another one. Curri's in the real-time lead, but ahead by 18 lines at this point. Curri's gonna be on like level 34 by the time Wallbant hits transition, the rate this is going. Might be a bit of an exaggeration, but... There's the long bar. Bang! Dirty Tetris. That was 6 rows off the ground. Curri's aggression paying off, and bang Tetris for Curri again. Wallbant needs to clear out the right side. Only good for a triple. Currently down by 102,000 points, but that's plenty to make up in 20 lines. So if Wallbant can stay efficient, he's still got the pace lead, but it's got a lot of work to do to realize it. And this is not what he wanted. Bang Tetris for Curri. One more line from level 29 kill screen. There it is, 1.03. Of course, this screen will not kill Curri. Curri having to take some burns. Bang Tetris to the 1.07. This is a big lead for Curri right now. Had to block the well there. Opens it